everybody. There's a ton of bad writing advice floating around the internet. And truthfully, a lot of it comes from people who haven't actually finished a written project, which, to be fair, checks out. And there's some especially bad writing advice when it comes to creating characters.
You don't give any character advice, do you? Oh, thank you. You give kisses. You give kisses.
Today, I'm breaking down the 10 worst tips I've seen for creating characters. You've probably seen some of this advice before, maybe on Reddit, probably came from someone's mom's basement. You know the type. Don't implement any of these tips unless you want your characters to blow major ass. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Milanote, who has generously sponsored today's video. If you're interested in creating layered, complex, multi-dimensional characters, I highly recommend checking out Milanote because they make the process so much easier. Milanote is an easy-to-use tool that allows you to organize projects into visual boards. What I like about it is it's completely different from traditional software. Most software exists in a linear document, which isn't exactly intuitive because creativity is not linear at all. Milanote, on the other hand, is like working on a studio wall or poster board. It allows you to take your jumble of ideas and move them around however you please, which makes it perfect for brainstorming. Milanote serves as a creative hub for whatever you're working on, like your author platform, plotting your next book, and of course, creating and organizing characters, as you can see right here as I organize Tobias, one of my main characters for the Saviors series. You can easily map out all of your characters, their relationships to one another, their arcs throughout the book or series, even their character charts and face claims. You can also share your characters with your critique partners if you want comments or feedback. Like I said, I am a huge fan of Milanote. I already have a bunch of boards for planning the next book in my series, TSA. I have a board specifically for my YouTube channel, and of course, I've got boards for planning my characters. Even better, right now you can try out Milanote for free. I repeat, free, as in $0. I've got Milanote linked below. Try them out for free or upgrade to premium. They are great for planning your book, planning your author platform, and of course, planning out your characters. Speaking of creating characters, I'm going to break down the 10 tips for creating characters that you should never, under any circumstances, implement, because they're terrible.
Is it good advice? No, it's terrible advice.
If you want more writing advice, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. I post videos on Wednesdays as well as bonus content on Mondays, and sometimes Buttercup shows up and graces us with her fluffy presence. And don't forget my dark fantasy romance novel, The Savior Sister, is out right now. You can get it in ebook, paperback, and hardback at all major retailers. I have the links listed below. On to the shitty advice in 3, 2, 1, go. Number 1, wing it. The best character is the one you put no thought into whatsoever. Character profiles, character boards, character face claims, all trash. Who cares if it's vital to have an understanding of your character's personality and behaviors? Who cares if characters are one of the top reasons readers pick up books in the first place? It's not like human beings are complex, layered creatures whose personalities and lifestyles are easily affected by compelling forces like trauma, upbringing, family, and even race or gender. And there definitely aren't entire fields of study devoted to understanding even a small segment of this information, let alone humanity as a whole. If you want to guarantee you've written a solid character, make them up as you go along. Think of all the inconsistencies as a charming little guessing game for your reader. Number 2, emulate. Want to write but lack creativity? Then now's the perfect time to emulate. You only got into writing because you were obsessed with the Wheel of Time anyway. Now you're gonna duplicate it from top to bottom, starting with your characters. The great part about this is, it's easy. You take a popular fictional character and then change 1, maybe 2 traits. Bonus points if those 2 changed traits are also your traits. For example, he used to be the Witcher, now he's the Witcher and an incel. Nailed it. Instead of Bilbo Baggins, you're unleashing Dildo Grabbins. Instead of writing Harry Potter, you're whipping out Harry Pooter. Character creation doesn't need to involve thought or invention. After all, popular media only exists to be vaguely but not legally plagiarized. Number 3, self-insert. But Jenna, I don't want to write an original story. I just want to create a world where I can fulfill my greatest fantasies. Have I got a solution for you? Introducing self Self-inserts, the easiest characters to write because they're you, except better in every way. Tired of never getting the girl? Then write a self-insert, and you'll always get the girl. At least if she's fictional. You always wanted to be respected, but instead of behaving in a way that garners success, simply write yourself into a book as a wizard, a royal, or a wealthy heir adored by all. Fictional love feels almost as good as the real thing. Self-inserts are the perfect character because absolutely no one can relate to them. We don't have massive titties that defy gravity, and we actually have to have some semblance of a personality if we want to get laid. But self-inserts don't have that limitation, do they? Self-inserts, because achieving your goals in the real world is too damn hard. Number 4, cast so white. I see you got 20 characters there, and all of them are white. Wow, such creativity. However did you manage? White people only make up a fraction of the world's population, so it makes complete sense that they make up 100% of your cast. And what about queer characters, neurodivergence, physical disability, or body diversity? Oh, all of your characters are cis-white, neurotypical, able-bodied human beings? Perfect. I literally don't know a single person who fits that description, but I totally believe that 20 of them exist in your book. Besides, 2 of those 20 characters are women. Not 1, but 2. A whole 10%. You're really making a statement. Talk about wokeness to the max. I bet they even have agency. Give this neckbeard a trophy. Number 5, one dimension is enough. Layers are for onions, not people. When crafting a character, all you need is one trait, some archetype or box to shove your character into. Is your character a healer? Congratulations, they get to heal people. That's it. Is your leading lady a cheerleader? Then keep her as peppy and one note as possible and you're good to go. This practice can apply to any trait. Your hero must be heroic. Your damsel must be distressed. And don't forget, if your character is a person of color, LGBTQ+, or from any marginalized group at all, that is the only dimension they need. Skin color can totally be a personality trait, just like sexuality or mental illness. My singular trait is generalized anxiety disorder. You can tell because I'm a fucking mess. Number 6, write what you know. And only what you know. If you don't have the same exact traits as your characters, how will you ever expect to understand them? It's not like basic deduction, comprehension, and empathy exist. It's also not like we can just listen to people share their experiences and learn from their journeys. But Jenna, writers write about werewolves, wizards, and serial killers all the time. That's because those writers are werewolves, wizards, and serial killers. Hello! How else are they going to understand those characters? Certainly not through research or thinking. I only write about 33-year-old caustic women who own their own business and loathe humanity at large because a fedora on Reddit told me that's the only character I'm qualified to write. Characters with literally zero differentiation and absolutely no opposing traits are so compelling. Number 7, positive traits are for Mary Sues. Your main character is kind sometimes? Talk about a Mary Sue. It's human nature to be flawed beyond comprehension. So if your character, particularly a main character, has any common sense or integrity or even an ounce of human decency, you're taking crazy pills. No one is good. No one has any good traits at all. I am literally a walking piece of shit. In fact, for every good trait your character has, you should add 2 to 3 flaws to balance it out. Your main character has table manners, but they're also cruel, abusive, and misogynistic. That's a hero I can depend on. Remember, a good character is a character with one positive trait hidden in a sea of diarrhea. Bare minimum ethical standards don't exist in the real world, so they shouldn't exist in your fictional world. Number 8, treat every character like the main character. We already covered that it takes time and care to craft a character. Or maybe we covered the exact opposite. I really don't care. But some writers wonder, do I need to create a Milanote board for every single one of my characters? The best rule of thumb is to treat all of your characters like the main character. Every single one. The villain? Of course, they're an important character. Chart the shit out of them. The love interest? Absolutely! A lot of readers read books for the love interest alone. The friend of a friend who drives the main character to school one time? Duh, their tumultuous backstory is relevant to nothing at all. The background character that has one line and is never even given a name? Especially them. You need to know every detail of their torrid love affairs and golden shower kinks. Some people think this advice maybe shouldn't be taken so literally, but those people need to die in a fire. Character charts for every single character. or I'm calling the police. Number 9, you only get one comic relief. Only one, because it's not like funny people exist in droves. Listen, this is literature. It's not supposed to be realistic or relatable to real life. You're allowed to write one funny character, and it's their job to shove obnoxious jokes down the reader's throat and then disappear from the plot until the next force feeding. I know the comic relief is usually the most annoying, hated character in the book, but they need to exist, because Disney said so. And no other character is allowed to be funny under any circumstance, because a sense of humor is an extremely rare trait. It's right up there with mansplaining and sexual activity. And number 10, fuck the villain. Not literally. Unless he's hot, then probably. You don't need to put any thought into creating the villain. They're the villain. They're evil. Boom, you're done. Evil is their single motivation. Evil is their sole character trait. Evil is the driving force of their entire being. What else is there to figure out? Backstory? Intention? Personality and weakness? None of that is relevant to the villain. They're just there to laugh maniacally and then reveal their entire plan in an unprompted monologue. Don't waste your time crafting an original, complex villain, because those don't exist. So that's all I got for you today. If you didn't catch that, while all of this advice is definitely floating around the internet, it's also terrible. Please don't implement any of these tips into your writing. Plan your characters, give them layers and dimension, make them diverse and relatable. And thanks again to Milanote for sponsoring today's video. I cannot emphasize enough how helpful this platform is specifically for creating characters. If you're looking for an easy-to-use platform with a gorgeous layout that will help you expertly craft your characters, check out Milanote right now. You can use them for free. Milanote is linked below. Build a character board for free or upgrade to their premium platform. Either way, you are going to love it, so do it. Click the link. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Wednesdays, and if you want to be alerted as soon as I upload, ring that bell. My dark fantasy romance, The Savior's Sister, is available right now in ebook, hardback, and paperback. You can get it at all major retailers, so pick up a copy today. I got the info below. And be sure to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, and of course, you can tweet me at Jenna Moreci. Bye!
This is Wimbledon. If you haven't subscribed to Jenna's channel, then by all means, go for it. The people will love you for it. Go on. Press the button. Ding that bell. See you soon.